بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أيها الطلبة بارك الله فيكم. You are all welcome back to another week. So it is Tawheed class again. So today we are moving into another chapter entirely. So we have الذبح لغير الله. الذبح لغير الله. Slaughtering to other than Allah. I get me when you slaughter anything you slaughter, I get me. So we call it adhabhu, like your ram, like your goat, like your chicken, anything you can slaughter. I get me. That is what it is. Slaughtering is bounding, or it has to do with it. We use what is called adhabhu for it. Even though we can make let me say a slight difference because if it is for camel. Instead of adhabhu, in most cases we use an-nahru. وَعَلِمْنَا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ الْكَوْثَرَ فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ. So that's basically for camel. But zabahu is the general name that constitutes all things that is slaughtered. So we say adhabhu la ghayrillah, slaughtering to other than Allah. So that's the topic before us today. Now, now the first al-kalimatul jadida, new weddings, the new vocabulary. We have sarfu here to be first word here. Ashay'i li ghayrillah. Sarfu, it says it means ashay'i li ghayrillah. So that means sarfu here is not the subject. It's not a sarfu. So sarfu here means ashay'i li ghayrillah, when something is meant for other than Allah. Are you getting me? When it has been directed to other than Allah, so it means you have done a sarfu there. Are you getting it? So now, what are you doing? What are you doing? Doing here? I know what to come to your brain directly is what is festival, I know, but not that. Doing here, Makanun Liziyaro is a place that is visited oftenly. Are you getting me? That's Idun. Or something that is done oftenly is repeated. Tadhakkurun. Tadhakkurun. It means to recall something. So the act of recalling. Muttaba'un. Muttaba'un, something that is followed. Maybe a practice or something. Muhsinun, the one who does good again. So that's muhsin. Does goodness. Does good deeds. Khususan. When we say khususan, khususan means specially. I get me something that is specializing some people or something. Khususan. And when we say khususan, it means especially. Khususan, especially. Ma'arifu. Ma'arif here is, it means what? Aqarib. That is, the aqarib means your members, that is, members of the family, your relatives, family members, those who you are familiar with. Tamassuhun. Tamassuhun means wiping something. Again, when you wipe something, you touch it, you wipe it. Tawassulun, when you seek goodness from something as a means of intermediary. Are you getting me? That's it, tawassul. Tawassul, linking yourself with something. Israj, Ish'alu Siraj, it means lightening something, bringing light into something, maybe lamp or torchlight. Are you getting me? When you igniting something, are you getting me? Light. Uluwun. Uluwun means what? Yes, something of lofty height. Ulu. Istighatha. Istighatha means seeking. When you seek breakthrough, are you getting me? Breakthrough, success, seeking breakthrough. In what I say, Igbala. So that's what istighatha. Ubad, Jamu Abid. Ubad means worshippers. Worshippers. Is the plural of Abid, a worshipper. Now, Azabhu la ghayrillah. Slaughtering for other than Allah. Azabhu ibadah. Said Azabhu ibadatun. Slaughtering, you should know that is what? Is a form of worship. Is an act of worship. وَصَرْفُهُ لَغَيْرِ اللَّهِ شِرْكٌ أَكْبَرٌ. And directing what? Slaughtering to other than Allah is what? Shirkun akbar, is a grave sin. It is a big sin. وَقَدْ قَرَنَهُ اللَّهُ بِالصَّلَاةِ عفوا نعم وَقَدْ قَرَنَهُ اللَّهُ بِالصَّلَاةِ فِي مَوَاضِعَ مِنْ كِتَابِهِ. In fact, Allah had aligned it. He has joined it with what? As salah. That is when Allah is talking of salah, we talk of zabah. Allah has made both to walk in line, or to what? To be mentioned in line with the salah. What? Allahu fi mawadhi'a min kitabi, in what? Places in his book, and that's in the Quran, in various places. Allah had aligned it with salah. Are you getting me? Yeah, associated it with it. Call Allah Ta'ala, out of these places, Allah's, the Most High said, فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ وَانْحَرْ. Can you see? This is Salat, Abi, and this is wanhar. Allah says, فَصَلِّ لِرَبِّكَ. And you, Prophet, you should pray to your Lord. Wanhar, then you should what? You should slaughter. You should slaughter. So, Nahar. I've mentioned that in the beginning of the topic. فَالصَّلَاةُ مِنْ أَفْضَلِ الْعِبَادَاتِ الْبَدَنِيَّةِ. Said, as for Salah, the prayer is part of what? Min afdalil ibadat, out of the most virtuous act of worship that is carried out al-badaniya, by the body. That is out of a virtuous act that is done, that is carried out, that is established by the body. Salah is part of it, of the most virtuous. وَالذَّبْحُ مِنْ أَفْضَلِ الْعِبَادَاتِ الْمَالِيَّةِ. Why slaughtering is part of the most virtuous act of worship when it comes to what? To property or money. Are you getting me? So it's part of the most virtuous act of worship. Al-Maliyah, that is carried out, or that is operated, or that is actualized, or by what? By money or by property. Inna salata la yajuzu sarfu ala ghayrillah. Verily, prayer is not correct. It is not appropriate that is directed to other than Allah. وَكَذَلِكَ الذَّبْحُ لَا يَجُوزُ صَرْفُهُ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ. As well, slaughtering is not appropriate, that slaughtering is made to other than Allah, or is directed to other than Allah. مَنْ صَرَفَ نَوْعًا مِنْ أَنْوَاعِ الْعِبَادَةِ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ فَهُوَ مُشْرِكٌ. Whosoever directs any kind of act of worship to other than Allah, then the person has become mushrik, a polytheist. Inna dhabha la ghayrillahi min a'zamil kaba'ir. He said, verily slaughtering to other than Allah min a'zamil kaba'ir is part of the grievous what? Sin. Are you getting me? يقول الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم في الحديث. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he said, في الحديث الصحيح, in an authentic hadith, he said, لعن الله من ذبح لغير الله. May Allah's wrath be upon that person, man dhabaha, whosoever slaughters la ghayrillah, to other than Allah. And when we say la'ana, it means Allah's mercy should be driving away from the person, should be taken far away from the person. Whosoever slaughters to other than Allah. That means it's part of Shirk al-Akbar. The second one is as-safaru li ziyarati quburil awliya. Traveling, going on a journey for the purpose of visiting the graves of righteous people. Quburil awliya, visiting the graves of what? Of people that are holy, people that are, you can say they are what? Allah's friend. Are you getting me? That is, they are people of Allah, awliya. عن أبي سعيد رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تجعلوا بيوتكم قبورا ولا تجعلوا قبري عيدا فصلوا علي فإن صلاتكم تبلغني حيث كنتم. This hadith was reported by Abu Sa'id radiallahu anhu, may Allah be pleased with him. He said, the Prophet, the Apostle of Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "La taj'alu buyutakum qubura." Do not turn your houses into what? Graveyards. Do not turn your houses to cemetery. What's the meaning of this? It means not remembering Allah, not reading the Quran, not making voluntary prayers as men in their homes, not making the obligatory salah in homes as for the what? The female counterpart is concerned. Wala taj'alu, because when you make your house to be what? Devoid of all this you have mentioned, it becomes, as we have the what? The cemetery, it becomes cemetery in disguise. Are you getting me? Wala taj'alu qabri idan, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, and do not turn my what? My graveyard to end, so where you visit oftenly, whereby you repeat what? A visitation to it oftenly and often. So when you do that, it becomes end. Wasallu alayya, but that means you may want to say, I want to go and make salat, assalam to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet, he said, wasallu alayya. You can get this done. This is your salawat, the blessings. You can beseech your blessings upon me. Fa inna salatakum tabluguni haythu kuntum. For verily your blessings will reach me from any angle you can find yourself. Even if you are in Nigeria and the Prophet's grave is in Medina, you can make it at the convenience of your home, and the blessings will reach the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anywhere you are, anywhere you find yourself. نهى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الناس أن يجعلوا قبره عيدا حرصا على حفظ أمتي من الشرك. He said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had what? Prohibited people that they should turn his grave to where they visit oftenly. And the Prophet sallallahu, the Prophet's prohibition is a means of Harrison, that is curious, that he is curious, ala hifdhi ummati min ashirk, from preserving and preventing his ummah, his followers from what? From shirk, from out of shirk. وقد كره الإمام مالك rahimahullah, and on this Al-Imam Malik, he had detested for his people, al-Madinah, for people of Medina. I guess Al-Imam Malik is one of the A'immatul Arba, one of the four Imams that are leaders in terms of what? Fiqh, school of thought. Are you getting me? So Imam Malik happens to be one of them, and is Imam Mudarul Ijra, Imam of the whole Medina. Are you getting me? The al-Madinah. So he detested for them that, and yeah, to Qabr Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that people of Medina should come and visit the Prophet's grave. So far, even they are in Medina. With that, Imam Malik detested them from doing that. He detests that action, that they do visit the Prophet's grave. Are you getting me? لِكَيْ لَا يُصْبِيَ ذَلِكَ عَادَةً ثَابِتًا, so that that will not turn out to be a what? A normal norm that is established, an established culture, an established norm. Waqala, so on this he said, لن يصلح هذه الأمة إلا ما أصلح أولها. Nothing لن يصلح هذه الأمة. Nothing will be okay, or will turn this ummah, this generation of us. Nothing will turn it to be okay. Nothing will make it better. إلا ما أصلح أولها, except that had made the first generation better, and that is Tawheed. Are you getting me? Upholding warnings of Allah and warning against shirk. Ma yaf'alu nasu inda al-qubur. What people do inda al-qubur, in the what? In the graveyards. What do they do? The practice that are common to them. Wa huwa naw'an. These practices is of two kinds. Mashru'un wa mamnu'un. Established one, legislated action, legislated what? Practice. And mamnu', and what? The one that is what? That is prohibited practice. As for al-mashru', the legislated one that people do in the graveyard, ma shara'ahu an-nabiyyu sallallahu alaihi wasallam min ziyarati al-qubur allati yazuruha al-muslimu muttabi'an lis-sunnah. And this one that is legislated, the practice that is legislated, is the one the Prophet sallallahu had legislated. I get him sallallahu alaihi wasallam means ziyaratil qubur, in what? Visiting the graves, or the what? The cemetery. Allati yazuru al-muslim, the Muslim visits, muttabi'an lis-sunnah, in following what? The Prophet's way, the Prophet's tradition. So this part is going to do this. Is going to pray for those who are what? Habitants of that place. Inhabitants of that place. Those who are there. These people. Those people that are buried there. Umuman is going to pray for them generally. وَلِأَقَرِبِهِ وَمَعَارِفِهِ خُصُوصًا. And is going to specialize his family members and relatives and those who are familiar with him specially. فَيَكُونُ مُحْسِنًا إِلَيْهِمْ بِالدُّعَاءِ إِلَهُمْ. And is going to be good to them, towards them. Are you getting me? By pray with this prayer of ease towards them. وَطَلَبِ الْعَفْوِ وَالْمَغْفِرَةِ وَطَلَبِ الْعَفْوِ وَالْمَغْفِرَةِ وَالرَّحْمَةِ لَهُمْ. And it will be good to them, towards them again, by seeking for Allah's what? Allah's mercy and forgiveness towards them. وَمُحْسِنًا إِلَى نَفْسِهِ. And it's going to be good to himself, بِاتِّبَاعِ السُّنَّةِ, by following the Prophet's tradition. وَتَذَكُّرِ الْآخِرَةِ. And remembering the what? The hereafter. Because he's going to be sure that one day he's also going to find himself in that condition. Amma al-mamnu, as for the prohibited practice, فَهُوَ نَوْعَانِ, it is of two categories again. Ahaduhuma, the first category, muharramun, it is what? It is haram. Wa wasilatun ila shirk, and it is a means towards to shirk, associating partner with Allah. Katamassuhi biha, like wiping the face or wiping the body with it. I get it, maybe with the sand, or to a constituent of the grave. Watawassul bi ahliha was salati inda, or seeking prayer, or taking them as a means, as an intermediary between himself and Allah. I get him. Was salati inda, or making prayer, observing prayer beside it. Wa israji suruji indaha, or igniting lamps or fire beside it. Are you getting me? Wal ghuluwi fiha wa fi ahliha, and going extra mile. Are you getting me? Fiha, in terms of the grave, going extra mile, being extravagant, transgressing. Wa fi ahliha, and transgressing, taking those who are what? The inhabitant of that grave, taking them over what their rank is, what they are not up to, taking them over their limits, over their boundaries. Are you getting me? وَنَحْوِ ذَلِكَ, and what is similar to that action. فَهِيَ مُحَرَّمَةٌ, these acts they are prohibited. لِأَنَّهَا, for the reason that wasilatun lishirk, they are what? They are stepping stones to shirk. They are stepping stones to what? To committing shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thanihima, the second category is kufrun. It is what? Kufr. It's an act of kufr. Kadu'ai alil kubur, like calling unto the people of the graves. Wal-istighathati bihim, and seeking breakthrough with them. Wal-i'tiqadi, and having the ideology or the creed that they believe annahum yanfa'un, that they are beneficial to him, they are going to bring benefit to him. Aw yadurun, how they may cause him harm. Wa talabil hawaiji ad-dunyawiyyati wal ukhawiyyati minhum, and seeking the worldly affair and the hereafter affair from them. Maybe asking them of money or car or long life. Wal ukhawiyya, or asking them to save him on the day of Qiyamah. Are you getting me? All these, they are kufur. Wa hadha shirkun akbar, and this is what is a grave sin. Is grave sin. Wa huwa mithlu ma yaf'aluhu, and this act is similar to what is carried out by the people of Ubadul Aslam, those who are worshippers of shrines. Ma asnamim, how they do with their shrines. I guess it's just the same thing, because he has made them what? Shrines too, calling them and asking them of favors. So we ask Allah for his safety. So we stop here for today. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.